Hi friends, hi students, all those who want to learn German language, all those who love the German language is for those people. Okay, so today we're going to start with a new topic. We're going to learn German and we're going to learn a new topic today. We have done so many videos. Before also we have done videos. Every video has new grammatical concept. But I would still insist grammar is not a big issue. Grammar is not to be given that much of importance. We need to learn more in the ways of patterns. Okay. So today the topic which I have decided to discuss with you all is personal pronouns in German. Personal pronouns in German. We already know the nominative case personal pronouns. Ich, du, ich is I, du is for informal you, er, sie, es, he, she, it, and we have we, wir, you plural ihr, and you formal sie, and they again sie. So we are this video assumes that you all know the at least or know the basics, the basic nominative case. I would like to discuss the nominative case here. What is a nominative case? It is the subject. Most of the times it is about the subject. The thing that comes in the beginning. Ram, Lakshman, Sita. All those are doing an activity are called a subject. So whatever comes in the beginning of a sentence is a subject. And when that subject it is there, it is in the nominative case. So today, with the nominative case, we are going to discuss the accusative case in German, which many people have problems understanding. I'll give a very nice solution to this problem, accusative case, dative case. So please see the video till end. And if you want, you can like, subscribe. Okay? Yeah. So, ich, du, er, sie, es, wir, ihr, sie, sie. Ich bole to I. So, nominative case will mean the subject. Nominative case will mean the subject. Usually, the subject. Also, nominative case when we have sein verb to be, I am, and after that it is also again in the nominative case. That is not to be discussed much, but most important concept which we already language learners know is that subject is there in the nominative case. Now what happens in the accusative case in the German? It's just like in English, I eat an apple. I eat what? An apple. So the question is what or whom? What do I eat? An apple. Whom? I love her. Whom? Her. Ich liebe sie. So today I am going to discuss the accusative case that comes after the verb. Subject, verb, object. I eat apple. So apple, it comes in the object form. What happens with direct object? What happens to the pronouns when they come in the direct object? That is what we are going to learn today. Now direct object, indirect object, what, whom, we need not discuss this. Simply if you want to understand, if you have not understood, simply after the verb, subject, verb, object. After the verb, we have the accusative form or the direct object. Now after the verb is also not a concept to be remembered. You just have to remember that except the sein verb, except the subject, we have the after the verb we have the accusative form is the direct object form. So the form of the pronoun will change. We learn ich, du, er, sie, es, wir, ihr, sie, sie. They are in the nominative form. Now what happens to the subject, these pronouns when they come in the object position, the direct object position after the verb. We say I love you in German. We say I love you. We say ich liebe dich. So if you observe here, our pronoun du has become dich. So let us learn the table. What happens to the pronouns in a tabular form? Ich becomes mich. I don't say I. We don't say she loves me. She loves I. Do I say she loves I? She loves me. In English also we have the object. She loves me. Sie liebt mich. So let us form the table and then discuss this further. Take this further. Ich becomes mich. I, me. You, informal du becomes dich. Du, dich. Er, he becomes him. Er, ihn. Her, she becomes her. Sie. Form remains the same. It, s becomes s. S. Wir becomes us. Wir becomes us. Uns. Your plural ihr becomes euch. Ihr becomes euch. We have sie formal. That remains the same form, Z as capital Z. We have they becomes them. They becomes them. They is Z and them will become Z. So, I will ask you now questions. We have to answer these questions. I love her. Love is a not sein verb. So, we have the, after the verb, we have the accusative form. Remember that. So, her, what is the her form in the table we learn now? You just pause the video, note down the table, note down stuff. So, we say, ish, I love her. What is there in the table after first she becomes her? So sie becomes sie. Ich liebe sie. I love her. Ich liebe sie as small. Now if I want to say I love you, formal you. So we learned in the table what happens to the Z. Z becomes Z again, but S is the big S, gross S. So ich liebe Sie, S capital. I love you, formal. Ich liebe dich is a very common thing we all know in German. So we say ich liebe dich. Du has become dich. So we said du becomes dish. Du becomes dish in the table. So I love you, ich liebe dich. Let us practice this. She loves me. She loves. I'm taking the common verb lieben to love. It's a not sein verb. Subject we have C, Z. She. She loves me. What is me? In the table I is ich becomes mich. She is liebt mich. Z liebt mich. This concept is very important. But many people confuse with the accusative and the dative case. Most of the time, most of the verbs is in the accusative form. After the verb, we have the accusative form, and then we consider the dative form, which I discussed in the later videos more in detail. All the verbs other than sein are accusative, and we have to by heart a list of dative verbs. For example, we said lieben. Lieben is an accusative verb. When I say a dative, helfen is a dative. It governs the dative case. If you all have learned Sanskrit in the schools, you would have understood what cases are there. We have 4 cases in German, understand? Nominative, accusative, dative and genitive. Which is unlike in Sanskrit. Sanskrit we have more cases, 8 or 9 cases. So helfen governs dative case. So ich liebe dich, but ich helfe dir. Why? Because helfen is a dative verb. Understand that. That we will discuss if we have more questions, we can discuss this later also. So we learned after the verb we have the accusative form. Sie liebt mich. Okay. They love us. They love us. Sie lieben uns. We have sie lieben uns. So in the subject we have for example Julia. Julia loves me, or Julia loves him. Him may become he becomes him in English. Remember, similarly, er becomes ihn. So Julia liebt ihn. It is not Julia liebt er. Er will become ihn. That is the object form of the pronoun. So we discussed the accusative case today. Accusative case will mean after the verb, to simple way to understand, after the verb or all the other verbs other than sein, many times werden. After the verb we have the accusative form. Now after in some cases the verb can be a dative form, dative verb, it will have the dative pronoun. Ich liebe dich, ich helfe, dich becomes dear, dir, dear. So this is the accusative form. Let us revise this again. Ich becomes mich. So let us take an example. She loves me. Sie liebt mich. We have then ich, then we have du, dich. I love you. Ich liebe dich. We have er, him. Julia liebt ihn. Julia loves him. Her we have already discussed in one sentence previously. Her, she becomes her. So sie becomes again sie. So I love her. Ich liebe sie. Then we have after she we have s, it. S remains the same in accusative form S. Ich liebe es. I love it. Ich liebe es. We becomes us. Wir becomes uns. They love us. Sie lieben uns. Don't confuse between the nominative and the accusative form. Although there are same forms, you have to understand the difference. I'll be sharing the videos in the class, who are taking class in actual classes. I'll share the videos. You can take it at home. You can study and see the videos as many times as you want to till you understood the concept. So we said we uns, then we have ihr becomes euch, you plural. So ich liebe euch, all of you, you plural. Ich liebe euch. Ihr becomes euch, ihr you plural. In nominative becomes euch. So ich liebe euch. Then we have sie and sie formal. Ich liebe sie. I love somebody who is informal, senior to me, or a formal. Ich liebe sie, and she loves them. So we say, for an example, we say sie liebt sie. She loves them. Sie liebt sie. S is small here. For the formal U, S will be the capital. I hope you understood the video. I hope you liked the video. I wanted to take this further. Let us see if I can make more videos with more examples. But I am sure you have at least got an idea of the accusative form. We understood subject, verb, object. Object is the accusative form. After the verb, we have the object, direct object. Okay, direct object. In theoretically, we say direct object. Whom, or what. Answer questions will be the accusative form. We learned the nominative case pronouns, ich, I, we, your, and the corresponding accusative forms of the pronouns. This will happen in all the nouns, all the languages, and this is the case with the German language. So what happens is the pronouns change the form in the object, direct object position. Understood? Okay. So thank you. That was Infosaf. Thank you, Kunal. Thank you for making this video for me. Thank you. Vielen Dank.